How hard is it for men to get a first date with online dating? So from a female perspective, online dating isn't really challenging for me. I will get consistent matches, although some never even respond to me, and be asked on dates. I don't mean that in an arrogant way, I just know for women, even average looking like me, it's not too bad. I've talked to 2 men so far about their dating experiences. One is my friend and the other is a guy I just went on a date with today. Both are pretty good looking guys and are nice. They both told me that they can hardly even get matches, let alone first dates. This made me feel terrible for them, especially the guy I went on a date with today because he really was a sweet guy. I could tell he was nervous. When he said he has no luck and was surprised I even matched with him, it really made me think. Is it common for even cute guys to struggle to get dates? It seems like the online dating world is depressing enough, but maybe it's so much more difficult for men. Thoughts from the guys? I'm interested in your perspectives about the challenges. You can just make a male profile and see for yourself, and then you can experience total invisibility. Few matches. Fewer responses to opening messages. Women almost never send a first message. Even fewer conversations that go anywhere. And yet fewer conversations that lead to a date. So, pretty hard. I can only do it for a couple weeks at a time before my self-esteem bottoms out from so much implicit rejection. What's worse is that it puts me in scarcity mode so that I'm trying to impress women that I don't even know if I like. It's a horrible negative feedback loop. As someone else said, try making a male profile yourself. I know more than one woman who was completely shocked to find out different things are on the other side of things. It's been a while, but last I checked, a statistically average man only got like 2 matches a week, and most of those would flake before they got anywhere. To have an experience like yours is usually reserved for like the top 5% of men. Speaking anecdotally, I've known some pretty well put together dudes who have very small amounts of dates or casual hookups, and they complain those women were way below their usual standards. Men have been saying how much online dating sucks and how the experiences you described from those guys is pretty universal, unless a guy is extremely attractive. I'm honestly confused about how this could be a genuine question. Is this just a karma farm? Most of the time it's like trying to get into Harvard with a GED and a criminal record. Like technically you can apply. Someone might even see your application, but you are at the bottom of a large pool of people, all of whom are vying for far fewer spots. Some of those people are perfect. Some of them are a mess. Most aren't going to get a foot in the door without a lot of luck and a lot of tries. I have a counter question, because this is what's on my mind every time women ask these questions. Why are you just now finding this out? Like ... what made you curious about something that up to now you had no interest to know about? And I mean this in the most neutral way possible, because it seems like most women can't be bothered to learn or give a damn. So the curiosity is strange, unexpected. I've ran a dating site years ago, and I can tell you the ratio was 3:1. For every 3 guys, there is 1 woman. From what I saw, it seems that just about every girl on dating site gets hit on by a boatload of guys. So many that she starts to become really picky on whom she talks to, judging by looks and not much more. Based on younger people under 28 years old. It seems that the older in age the group is, the more the ratio changes to women to guys is more of the 3:1. This is based on same age dating. In other words, if a girl was 37, she would be looking for a guy in his mid-40s to date. But if a guy near her age hit on her, she wanted to interact with him first. And if she had children, she wanted to date guys with children over single guys with no children. Basically, I believe there is the mysterious age wall women hit somewhere in their early 30s. It seems the older guys get, the younger girls they look for, to the point they ignore girl in their own age group, and the older women get, the much older guy they search for. If you're single with kids, the chances are not very good to find somebody male-female that want you and your children on a marriage level. The Brady Bunch doesn't happen. I consider myself an average-looking dude who is in good shape physically. It is almost impossible. I don't use the apps anymore because I can spend hours swiping just to get 2 matches who either won't respond or put in 0 effort into communicating with me. It just isn't worth the effort anymore. Almost never get dates. I'm fit, healthy, clean life, professional career, okay looking, my own home, no kids. I'm just undateable without it even being about my personality, it seems. Do you know what? It really sucks. Unless men are broadly good-looking, famous, well-known, have a career that can boost a woman's, or wealthy, we rarely ever get any attention. We struggle to get any convo and struggle more to get a date, and women know a date for us is just us paying for their night out, which they'll do in a couple of days, at the expense of another man. Women usually, but not always, look for what a man can provide her, but rarely ever what she can give a man. What does that say about how women are? And what does it say about how men can perceive women? I don't know. I have date trauma from all the loser women that wanted something without giving something. Sorry for my rant, I'm sorry. I think I'm a decent-looking guy, make above average money, don't have any crazy political beliefs I plaster on my profile, and own a home, and I can barely get matches without a ton of time spent swiping that just isn't worth it to me. Last time I matched with a woman and got a decent conversation started, she wanted to do a Zoom call. At first, I thought it would just be a quick, let's make sure you're not a catfish thing, but instead it quickly turned into what felt like a really poorly run job interview. She ended it indicating that we would meet up soon and then ghosted me. I refuse to believe this is a real question. No one can be that naive or clueless. Everyone and their dog knows how online dating and dating in general in 2024 for men who aren't either perfect or extremely lucky is a dumpster fire. Yes, unless you are in the extreme minority of men that women actually all want, it's abysmal. All I ever got was OnlyFans girls advertising to me, bots and obvious catfishes. In person, I've had every insult under the sun said to me. Personally, I hope all men abandon the apps and let them burn and leave the women without their validation simulator. I also hope men stop approaching women altogether. Bring them all back down to earth again from their entitled orbit they occupy right now. Fix this broken-ass dating market we have now. I do pretty well and can land 2 to 3 dates a week when trying. I'm pretty fit, have a good job and interesting hobbies, which helps. But frankly, I think it's bad because guys aren't conditioned to care about the things that help with online dating. Having a solid profile with good pictures and well-crafted prompts is just not something that guys want or care to do, while girls tend to naturally be better about that stuff. If more guys had their friends take more pictures while out and about, tried to dress a bit better every now and then, and had a bit more help reviewing how their prompts can come across to others, they'd do better. I seldom get a match that leads anywhere. In my roughly 4 years of using the apps as a maybe above average looking dude, I've gone on 2 dates. One lead to a 2.5-year-long relationship with a girl who I ultimately just wasn't really attracted to. And another was with a girl who seemed to want instant attraction on a first date, which doesn't really happen. We were having a great time conversing, but I guess it wasn't enough. It sucks to use the apps as a dude. I don't know how one could use them without taking long breaks between stints. It just absolutely demolishes your self-esteem. My experience with online dating wasn't good. If I swiped every day, I'd see a match maybe once a week. Not bad. Of those matches, maybe a month would respond to me. Of those responses, maybe one every 3 months would turn into a real conversation. Of them, maybe once every 6 months, I'd feel confident enough to ask her out on a date. The rest would have stopped communicating with me for no apparent reason. They wouldn't unmatch me either. Once a year, I might have a real live date. The rest of the maybe dates would just stop communication for no apparent reason, even if we've agreed to a date, place and time to meet. If this was the era before texting, I would have been stood up maybe a dozen times by now. That's all. Thank you. If you are new to the channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.